Let's look at another communist element of dog culture. It's how we are controlled through entertainment and distractions. So, have a look at this video I have in front of you as a prerequisite before watching this one with me. It's called Mass Idiocracy. It's basically how entertainment is used as a way to socially program us. So let's read about entertainment a little bit. So entertainment can serve as a form of social control by distracting individuals from critical thinking and societal issues. It can maintain control and status quo, reinforces norms and values that align with the interests of those in power. So the promotion of dog ownership is used in this manner. It's a way to keep us constantly entertained. It's a way to keep us kind of at each other's throats. Um, Even within like the dog culture, people are quote unquote at each other's throats, arguing and fighting and comparing themselves to each other based on like what breed of dog they choose. And my dog would never do what that other guy's dog was because I got this kind of dog. It just creates a constant useless bunch of entertainment, a bunch of distractions. So let's look at this some more. So dogs are one of the biggest sources of entertainment for Americans. As it says here, many people spend time with their dogs as entertainment. And as you see here, they're going to say that it's all about play and exercise. And, oh, it's like walking and training. It's a fun way to bond. But really, it's just a way to keep you locked into serving a dog that's never going to serve you back. It's just a way for you to spend. I spend, therefore I am. And let's go to our next little bit of information. So this is something communists did. So again, dog culture is a lot like communism. So communist regimes have historically used social engineering to influence and control attitudes and behaviors of their population. New societal order, new ideological goals. Isn't that what dog culture is all about? Ideological goals. Dogs are better, save them all. Billions and billions of dollars in donations and government funding for dog related issues. Dogs on jet planes getting carted from state to state. Ideological goals is what dog culture is all about. It's all about putting aside your goals so you can stay at home and take care of a dog. Yeah. And like it mentions here, reshaping cultural norms and values. We don't value our people, we value dogs. We'll allow a dog to kill a toddler, to kill a mother, and we'll excuse it off as oh, the dog got scared, the dog wasn't trained right. We allow dogs to do all kinds of stuff that we don't allow humans to do. So let's go over to YouTube for a little while here. So these videos with dogs are one of the top watched videos. Like this one right here that I'm pointing out to you. Let me go over to my pointer that people like to make fun of. But see that? 5 million views. And let me show you guys something about this. I'm about to show you something in this video. But these videos rake in hundreds and thousands of dollars in ad revenue. That right there shows you that these videos are super popular. And so they promote dogs. They make videos of dogs pissing on people and they laugh about it. And then they also use it to get ad revenue. It's all about social engineering, where you get your dopamine and what you spend your money on. So let's just look at the opening scene. We have a wedding. This is number 1 in the top 29 dog fails. We got 2 dogs, and we got a dog here. Look, no leash. Everybody thinks it's so cute. Oh my God. And then it pisses on the woman's clothing. And look at the smiles on these people's faces. They all think this is funny. Even the kid, even the guy. Look at the big old grin on his stupid face. Oh, my wife's dress has been pissed on. I'm having so much fun. So this is just how deep this ridiculous dog culture entertainment is. People will watch their dog ruin a couch, tip over a $40 steak that they spent, time to cook for their friends and family, and they'll laugh at it. So, so we definitely use dogs as a top form of entertainment. If you go to any of these channels and videos on YouTube, they all have millions and millions of views. Like this one, 1.8 million views. It's a collection of dogs doing stupid stuff, breaking people's phones, biting batteries, and then it starts a house fire. But we entertain ourselves by staring at this. We get our little dopamine rush. Like this person's feeding their lunch to a dog. This dog right here almost causes the other dog to drown. But that's how people are entertaining themselves. And it makes us value dogs more than humans through the dopamine pathway. And this is all on purpose. And so a big part of this is repetition. If you watch the video that I want to recommend to everybody, this one right here, it'll be in the description. Please have a look at this one. They articulate this so much better than I can. But one thing that I am good at is relating this to our dog culture. So one of the things that they use is repetition. They basically say the same thing over and over again. Dogs are better. Dogs are angels. If I won the lottery, I would have this many dogs, with the pictures in front of their house of 100 German Shepherds. They they repeat the same thing about dog ownership. Dogs are precious. Dogs are protectors. All of that stuff. They won't really actually prove any of those things. Dogs relieve stress. Dogs are better than family. They'll repeat that and repeat that and repeat that. But there is a proven thing that's going on there. Your mind thinks it's real just because you've heard it that many times. And then you get dopamine from hearing all of it. So we're speaking about entertainment and how dogs are used to keep us entertained and distracted. Well, celebrities, for example, many of them own dogs and they run animal charities. And animal charities propagate dog ownership themselves. Animal charities put all this propaganda out there. If you look at most of your actors like John Wick movies and stuff, it's all about putting dogs into this godlike platform. You mess with my dog and I'll kill 20 people, John Wick says in his movie. Things like that. So celebrities, of course, are highly involved in the dog propaganda. And here's another one that I just looked up. It's how to keep my dog entertained. This is a big thing that people spend hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars on. Just look at all of this. How do I keep my dog entertained? How do I keep my dog entertained? Da, 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 da. It's all about putting a bunch of motion and stuff in front of your dog to keep it from attacking something, to keep it from chewing something. I don't want my dog to chew my couch, so I got to buy $100 worth of special chewies for my dog. Then I can sit back and watch my dog chew them and entertain myself. So at the core of dog culture, it's all about entertaining a beast that will never have enough entertainment anyways. You can never entertain a dog enough where it's going to be like chill for the rest of its life. It's going to take a nap, wake up in the morning and start digging, barking, pissing, shitting, running in the street, escaping through a fence, etc., etc. But yes, entertainment overall needing to be constantly full of noise and distractions. That's all about what dog culture is. And so here's another one. You guys probably know about this, but dog influencers on Instagram. These are very popular, and many of them have millions of followers, and they significantly impact marketing strategies. So they use the presence of dogs to tell you what to buy through this, but also millions of people are sitting there staring at their phones all day. Little pictures of pit bulls in pink tutus, corgis in frickin' denim pants. People take their dogs to the massage, to the spa. They go buy a new car and drive their dog all around in the brand new Tesla or something. Just over the top stuff with these dogs on Instagram. But it's gluing people to their phones. People are getting dopamine from looking at their phones and looking at pictures of dogs. And their brain subconsciously is linking that dopamine to the presence of a dog. It's very much an addiction. And so Dopamine. Social engineering can affect dopamine levels by manipulating social interactions and feedback. It triggers dopamine release in the brain. This is similar to how social media platforms exploit the desire for connection and validation, pleasure and reward. So that's what they're doing to us by putting all these dogs in front of us instead of human related stuff. We want dogs because the dogs are giving us the dopamine whether we know it or not. You can be the most devout Christian. You can be like the best police officer ever with a family and success. You treat your wife great, you treat your husband great, but you own a bunch of dogs and somebody tells you some of the negative outcomes of dog culture. You will argue with that person because your dopamine pleasure and reward is so connected to staring at dogs. You can be the most intelligent and researched person, but if your dopamine is being threatened, you're basically become a stupid person, and you will argue and fight with somebody over that dopamine. This is very true. It's proven. The original video that I'm recommending to you guys covers it a lot better. It's a lot like Schopenhauer said, stupid people are more dangerous. It's because we go stupid when something threatens our dopamine, no matter how reasonable it might be. And so, on that topic, the human brain can prioritize emotional response driven by dopamine over logical reasoning. You see, this is dog ownership, guys. This is dog people. If a person that owns a dog talks to another person that owns a dog, and it's like, hey, your dog's barking all day, this is really bothering us. It doesn't matter if they're approached with perfect courtesy. It doesn't matter if you walk over there with a cold beer to give them. They'll argue with you. Oh, it's just what dogs do. It's just what dogs do. It doesn't bother me. What's your problem? Why are you a dog hater? Yeah. It's because you're threatening their dopamine source. It doesn't matter how logical or smart you are. It doesn't matter what a great person you are. It doesn't matter if you saved them from a hurricane a week ago. Nope. You're threatening their dopamine right here, guys. Driven by that dopamine. Yeah. They're driven by that immediate gratification. And that's the entertainment. That's the distraction of the dog ownership. They're addicted to that constant dopamine hit from the presence of the dog doing some kind of thing, entertaining them, being on their phone, being uploaded to their phone to one of their Facebook pages that has nothing to do with dogs. Yeah. And so let's look at some of the health problems with this. Excessive entertainment, particularly through screen time, like watching TV or playing video games, can negatively impact health. Look at some of the stuff that can lead to obesity, poor sleep, anxiety, depression. Wow. It can also reduce physical activity. They tell us that dogs are going to make us healthy because we're out walking dogs. No. We are in a state of massive obesity, and we're one of the top dog owning nations. So that's absolute bullshit. But why would I mention the health things of this in relation to communism and entertainment? Because, like in communists, they controlled the healthcare, which could neglect the citizens' health needs, leading to dependency on state services. Dog owners depend on prescriptions. Many dog owners live on Section 8 taxpayer-funded housing. Many dog owners use their Social Security and food stamps and welfare to pay for their dogs and to pay for problems that their dogs cause. Broken stuff in their house. You got to have Band-Aids because the dog's going to scratch you or bite you. It creates a dependency. The presence of dogs creates a dependency through the health outcomes that are caused by constant entertainment. And so that, again, is another communist element of these dogs being in front of us, keeping us entertained, keeping us distracted, and all of these poor health outcomes. Well, we have to depend on the government to fix them for us. And since we're talking about communism, the conversation about communism was the first wrench between me and Kanan. And so Kanan's channel actually demonstrates this dopamine thing that I'm talking to you guys about. Remember what I said earlier, it's constant repetition, constant repetition. Kanan's channel is constant repetition. It's the same topic about dog ownership, about the shittiness of it, But it's just another artificial intelligent video. Like this one here, dog owners are the worst. These videos will get a lot of views because anti-dog people too, they want their dopamine. And when they see one of these videos popping up, it's like that's my dopamine. I got to go there and watch that. And this is proven over time because Kanun's subscribers, Kanun's top followers, when I critiqued Kanun about our argument on communism, they came after me. They got angry because I threatened their dopamine. Everybody that watches Kanun, all of his subscribers that went and stole my fiance's pictures and posted them up, they did that because I threatened their dopamine. Like, we all live in different states. None of us live next to each other. None of us are a threat to each other. But Kanun and many of his subscribers felt so threatened by me, talking about communism, that they went and did all that stuff. So this is just a proven thing. It's funny that he says the straight dope on dogs. Dopamine. It's the straight dopamine for dog haters. Myself, I used to watch Kanun's channel every time a new video came up. Dog owners are stupid. Barking sucks. Dog owners are stupid. Barking sucks. I just had to watch him because it was like, wow, finally somebody is speaking the truth. But it's just a dopamine outlet. This Kanun channel is just a dopamine outlet for dog haters, in my opinion. So if you really want to educate yourself and learn about the social engineering of dog culture, whether you believe it's purposely from communism or if you just want to see how it works, watch this video, Mass Idiocracy, and then just start paying attention to how dog owners act, how they act threatened by the truth, how they're overcome by their addiction to having a dog in their life. It all makes so much sense, and this to me is why the government doesn't step in with all these nasty dog attacks. We're up to like 50 or 60 people in 2025 that have been killed by their own dogs. And you won't hear that on CBS, CNN. You won't hear your governor of Florida, who's lifted the ban on dogs, talk about that. Over the last several days, like 5 people have died in Florida. But if you talk about it, you're threatening the dopamine addiction of dog owners. And this video right here really explains it. See you guys later.